But today, hello viewers. Today I'm just going for a quick ride on the Surron. I'm going to do a little bit of off-road. Just a little bit, it's not a particularly technical course or anything, it's a dirt track. But I haven't been out on the Surron for a while, so I thought I'd give it a try today. The weather's going to be good up until lunchtime, so it's a good chance now in the morning. So the Surron's going extremely well. I've got the KO Moto controller, the Nano controller, and the Chai battery systems Touring 72, so it's a 72 ampere hour battery, or 70 ampere hour. So yeah, the range is unbelievably good on this. The range is not too bad though. When you're off-roading on a technical course, you're only going very, very slow. So I've ridden this bike 12 hours all day. I had lunch for 1 hour and continued off-road riding, so yeah, I've gone 12 hours. So you can easily do that when you're not riding particularly fast. That's with a bigger battery, of course, not with the standard battery. So we're just climbing up in altitude now to get to the little off-road track. And then we'll just start a quick ride. So the track itself, it's used by the local farmers. And there's a Japanese shrine at the top of the mountain, and they use this off-road track to get there. And then it goes on a little bit and then becomes tar road again, bitumen, and then it changes again to off-road. So it's a little bit of a mixture, but it's very short, so it'll be a nice short video, which I'm sure a lot of you like, rather than my long videos I often do. So the power modes are programmable, of course, because it's the KO Moto controller. So I have all sorts of modes. I've got wheelie mode, off-road, on-road. In my off-road I've got 4 different settings. I've programmed the regen braking to be different depending on the course. So it's very handy because I can actually change it on the fly. If I'm going down a really steep rocky hill, then I can put on the braking a lot, so it works really well. I've still got the motocross tyre on the front of the bike, which is the best thing I ever did. Obviously, it's a bit dangerous when you're riding an off-road motocross tyre on a normal street road, especially if it's wet, but the grip is sensational, it's fantastic. The rear tyre I found difficult to get a motocross tyre in 19-inch, unless it's like 70 millimeters across, which is very thin. So I've got a trials tyre on, and I'll just let you know, trials tyres are absolutely hopeless for any grip whatsoever in off-road conditions, even if you've got, 8 psi in the back, which is not really recommended when you've got a tube tyre like this has, but it's hopeless. So I did find there is one new tyre this year, I forget the maker, IRC, and I forget the name of it now, but it's an off-road tyre. They just released it this year. It's not a motocross tyre, it's like a trail tyre, but it's way better than a trials tyre because it's got the offset knobbies. So yeah, I think I'll get much better grip with that. But as soon as you get any loose sand, any mud, anything where you want traction, you can just throw the trials tyre out. It doesn't work. It may be okay, of course, on a normal motorbike. You know, it's got the weight evenly distributed over the whole bike, and you're talking about 150 to 160 kilos. So, you know, it's probably fine. But for this light Surron, yeah, forget about it. Okay, here we go on the little rocky road. Still got the standard front suspension, so with the 21-inch wheel I've got on the front, it's quite heavy for it. But usually I put air in the front right fork, 150 psi. But this morning in my rush I forgot to actually to do that, so it's a little bit undergassed. Just have to be careful of the overhanging trees. I don't want to knock my camera off the mount. Up here's the entrance to the shrine, goes up there. That's where the farmers go up this road. Thought I might see some animals today. There's usually deer running around here in this area. Right, we've got a bit of a tar road for a little while. This comes out on another road, so that's good. Well, good and bad. If you like off-roading, it's not good. You can rip along here really nicely. And you can rip along here really nicely until a car comes the other way, and then you can have a nice rest in the hospital. Here we go, we're up the top point here. Can't see Mount Fuji today, it's under clouds. Sorry about the wind noise on the microphone. It's middle of summer, so I don't really want to put the visor down in this hot weather. It's getting a bit cooler. I don't know, I think it must be around 500 meters or something like that along this mountain ridge. It's a bit cooler than where we started from down near the river this morning. And normally I go down to the left here, but I'm going to go just straight up to there's a big communications tower up here, so I'm just going to have a look at that. I haven't been up this road for a little while. Log fallen down. Oh, a mudslide or something. Another one. Straight through a spider's web. Here we go, communications tower. I think this is the highest point around here. I think it's about 600 meters. Oh, can you see that? That's a Japanese Surron, it's called, a Surron in English. Yeah, it's named, they named the Yamaha off-road 250 Surron after that animal. in winter, in January I came up here, it was a little bit of snow, so I went off-roading on this bike around here. It's quite fun. Okay, so now we're going to go around here, down, which is where normally I go straight down here. So again, this is a little bit of on-road and off-road, trail more than off-roading, I guess. I think they sealed the road here, you know, just because it's on the corners and things, and they need to get service vehicles up here for the towers, so on the corners they put normal bitumen or concrete, and then anywhere else it's just the straight track, dirt track. Usually there's animals down there, but yeah, not today. There's usually deer just down there grazing, just in that patch. I don't know why they like that area, but anyway, they're not there today, so no video. So I've crashed the Surron quite a few times, and basically the only damage has just been the mirrors, rear view mirrors, that's it. No clutch damage. I've got actually hand guards on the bike, and they've stopped the actual brake, not clutch lever, brake levers from getting damaged. But other than that, yeah, it's really resilient when you crash with this. I think one of my other videos I talked about, I went off-roading by myself and went off the edge of a cliff, and it was a sheer, wasn't straight drop, but it was probably, I don't know, 70 degrees, and I tumbled about 100 metres, the bike was cartwheeling, so the handlebars were twisted, the actual stalk mount, and it took me like 3 hours to get back to the top, and I wasn't injured. Luckily there was just small rocks down the side of the mountain, and the hardest part was trying to get the Surron back onto the track. And I spoke to one of my friends, and later on he recommended that I buy a block and tackle with a pulley. A lot of off-road riders wear them in their backpack. But basic rule is don't go off-roading in a place you don't know by yourself. But yeah, the damage on the Surron, I got back, I had to ride home with the handlebars sideways. But basically I just straightened the handlebars up and had to replace the mirrors, rear view mirrors, that was it. Nothing else, not even a scratch. It was excellent. I came off way worse off than the Surron did. So this road's continuing around. It'll go back onto dirt in a shortly. This is a cement road. I'll put wider, like motocross tyres, motocross foot pegs on here. They're sort of a little bit like BMW GS off-road peg. They're quite wide, so it's really easy to stand up on the bike now. Much better than the standard narrow ones. I did replace the rear suspension on this. It's got a 750 pound rear spring, which puts that about 250 or 280 kilogram. And that's made an unbelievable difference, especially when you're going over like a large rock or something and you're bottoming out. Well, it doesn't bottom out now with this with the bigger spring. It's really nice. More than halfway down the bottom of this mountain now. no curb mirrors around here, so I just have to be careful around these corners. There's just a car coming the other way. Okay, we're back onto a normal road now. I'll just turn up around here. I was thinking, why isn't this going any faster? And because I've got the off-road settings on at the moment, I've limited the RPM speed. So if I accidentally put the throttle on if I put the throttle on full over a bump or something, it's not going to do wheel stand and flip the bike. Going up this hill, you can feel the front end's really light because all the weight's on the back. It wants to lift the front wheel off the ground. almost back. I've done a big loop, so over the top of the mountain, back down again and around. The only thing I'd like to get for this Surron is a larger front mudguard. I did get a larger one from Dirty Bike in America, but it's meant for a 19 inch, even the larger one, which is for a 19 inch rim and wheel. It's still not big enough, so I need to get a normal size motocross front mudguard. Almost back. We've just got about 100 meters and then we're back again to where we started. We actually went up this road here to go up to the top of that mountain. And this is where we started from. Did a full loop. Pull over here. So thank you viewers for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was, a little bit simple, mostly on-road, but yeah, a little bit of off-road as well on the Surron. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time.